Hey everyone, it's McGuire, Brandon. I want to tell you tonight, I want to take this time tonight, completely unscripted, to talk to you about the time that I missed a deadline on purpose. That time is tonight. I have missed a deadline on purpose. There's a weird twist with it, and I'm not doing that to plant a seed and then have some big aha moment at the end or to whatever, tease the whatever. The reason I'm saying that is because this story is a really wild one, a really interesting one. It's about ChatGPT. It's about these videos, and it's about my startup. So I'm going to tell that story. That sounds like it's a neat outline with numbers. I'm not going to put numbers up. It's just me talking to you. No cuts, no edits, no multiple takes. Whatever I'm going to record, this is it. So this week, like all weeks, I commit to uploading a video on Wednesday and Saturday. So I did this on January 1st, 2024. I said, in 2024, I will upload every Wednesday and Saturday a video. Now, sometimes those videos have pushed into the wee hours of the night and technically been the next day, but I always deliver on a Wednesday and a Saturday. Until this week. And this week, I actually started pushing it up. So I wanted to record and start getting a little more ahead of this on a Tuesday and Friday instead of Wednesday and Saturday. I would still upload, but I just have everything ready to go at least a day ahead of time. I have wanted for the longest time, I get so many requests, a lot from you guys in the comments, in threads. Threads, I mean like Twitter threads, not... Anyway, there's so many social media apps. A lot of DMs specifically requesting, hey, teach Webflow, teach Figma, teach ChatGPT, a lot of very specific requests. And I want to do nothing more than all of that. That's why I'm creating my startup. I want to make learning engaging and fun, and I want to spend most of my time being able to focus on that. To directly teach, to work with other incredible people to teach you the things that I think we all want to learn, that we all want to, that we love, that we just want to get deeper into. For whatever reason, usually that we're earning a living doing that thing, or we want to earn a living doing that thing. That's where I want to be. And I'm getting there. So a lot of the stuff that I do in these Wednesday and Saturday updates relates to updates around my startup. Lately, particularly because I'm in a number of conversations that I can't disclose a lot of stuff right now for reasons that I will certainly share as soon as I can. But because of that, I feel like I'm in partial stealth mode with those types of updates that I can give you. So I've shifted a little bit, which is actually really great for me. I love doing this, to teaching what I can, or just sometimes having fun with these videos. I decided this week that I was going to make my first ChatGPT video. And I don't mean, I did one on Saturday with cups and could ChatGPT track a ball underneath cups as I swap the cups. That was fun, but that took like 10 minutes. And it wasn't really teaching. It was like, can ChatGPT work? And I compared it to other models. Gemini and Claude and Grok, they could not. GPT-4 could consistently do it. So the first thing I want to, you'll see this because it's coming out, but I don't like making a teaching video if it's not going to be, if it doesn't have a shot of being the best teaching video on that subject, which you can imagine the high order bit for ChatGPT is not, can I teach people how to prompt well? Because I think that's where everyone gets into this. Everyone is in, well, if I just know how to, if I have a cheat sheet for prompting ChatGPT, I'll win. And I think that's the entirely wrong way. I've seen so much of the education for large language models go in that route. And so what's really important to me this week, especially as I was putting this together, is we have to crack the type of critical thinking and logical reasoning that goes into talking to ChatGPT. And there's some really big insights. I think we've been approaching it wrong. And what I keep hearing from so many people, from family, from friends, from colleagues, from just browsing the internet, is that there are a lot of misconceptions about what ChatGPT can do and other large language models, but a lot of misconceptions. So I wanted to attack this a totally different way. And I wanted to create a McGuire version of teaching ChatGPT. And the way I wanted to do it was simple. I wanted to teach how I share ChatGPT with friends who've never used ChatGPT before. And what that let me do is it let me tell 5 different stories, very different stories, and relate them all to the way we would think about interacting with ChatGPT as opposed to the way we tend to interact with ChatGPT. And the big aha moment is that there is this idea that once we're used to something, we're used to a specific way of doing things, it takes quite some time, sometimes decades, for us to move into a new way of doing things. So we're still treating ChatGPT like a search engine. It still happens. Anyway, I'll go really deep into this. It is a long video, and I want to do a great job with it. So I actually scripted it earlier today. I'm really proud of what we ended up putting together, and that leads me to the missing the deadline thing. I had the choice a few hours ago, 6-7 hours ago, to really not only just record it, because it's a somewhat complicated recording because it's switching constantly between a ChatGPT interface and there's a lot of talking and typing. It's just a lot. To record this thing, which would probably take 45 to an hour, it's probably going to be a 15-16 minute video, 45 to an hour to record this thing, and then probably 2-3 hours editing, followed by a number of like process related things, and it would likely go into late night. That would also really wreck my tomorrow, and just push a lot of other really critical things off. So instead, around 7 p.m., it's only 4 hours ago, my math was wrong, 4 hours ago, I decided to shift that. And I thought, let me do that for Saturday. For tonight, I'm just gonna take this opportunity to hit the record button and talk to you and tell you about this decision. So why did I do that? Because it's not a impossible decision to say I'm just gonna pull a half all-nighter and just get this done. I think this goes back to a great piece of advice I got from my good friend Tim Dalrymple, who is a founder himself, and just an incredible friend, advisor. He's given me incredible advice, but he says this thing, and I think this is common knowledge for a lot of us in this field, which is you have to treat it like a marathon and not a sprint. And I know that sounds trite, and everyone says things like that, but I've really noticed over time that when I make slight adjustments and aim for a high enough accuracy, if I'm going to nail my deadlines, I have goals to set. If I can hit 80% of my weekly goals, I'm in a good spot. Set aggressive goals. If I can hit at least 80% of them, I'm in a good spot. If I'm below, okay, let's take a look at what's happening with these goals. For me, I have to look at things like this the same way. What are the stakes for delivering a Wednesday, Saturday video? Well, they're really high to me. I made that commitment to you guys. The response has been just incredible from all of you. So it is actually an important thing. It's the reason I'm recording this video and not just tweeting about it. So it's important that I make that happen. But what's the difference? What is really the prioritization of shipping my first ChatGPT video that no one knows I'm going to do until right now, as opposed to doing that Saturday? Why Wednesday, not Saturday? And when I ask myself that question, I realize there are bigger fish to fry. There's more important things that are on my calendar, including traveling back home for the weekend and spending time with family, which I'm really excited about. But I think that's the really important thing, is in the context of what's the most important thing? What is the difference going to be if I ship this on Wednesday versus Saturday? I think it came down to, I'm just really excited to share this video with you. This one, yes, but the ChatGPT video. I don't know the last time I've been this excited about a video I've made in any educational context. I'm really excited about it. And I think there is a protective part of me that wants the authenticity of, like, I'm making this video, I'm going to record it, I'm going to edit it, and just going to ship it to you guys. Like, I want that to go really, really well. And so there's part of that. It's like, I'm going to do it on Wednesday. It's going to be great. Or I'm going to do it on Tuesday for Wednesday. It's taking a little longer. Okay, I'll do it on Wednesday. And I really want it to be so good that I think sometimes I tie into that, well, it also has to be the thing that ships on Wednesday. It doesn't. It can be the thing that ships on Saturday. My goal, which I made really clear to all of you on January 1st, is I'm going to ship 104, so 52 weeks, 2 videos a week, 104 videos. Every Wednesday, every Saturday, I'll ship a video. And so that's where it gets a little complicated. Did I miss the deadline? No, I'm going to upload on time, East Coast time. But did I miss the deadline? I changed the constraints a little bit. Maybe. But I'm going to sleep fine tonight. I'm going to get rest. I'm going to do work tomorrow. I'm going to do work on Friday, and I'm going to get that video out for Saturday, and I'm really excited about it. I don't think it's the end of the world. I think there are deadlines where missing them is certainly the end of the world. I think there are times where it's really high stakes, and that deadline is critical. That deadline can mean your word. That deadline can make or break something. I get it. There are times that happens. This is not that time. And that's why I think in this case, I'm okay with it. I think it's great. I cannot wait for you all to see the ChatGPT video. That's it. That's my update video. I'll take the end of this video to say thank you so much to everyone who's not only reached out with support, but who's reached out with very specific requests. I don't respond to most things that I get. It's just become a volume issue. So please don't take it personally if I'm not responding to you directly, whether that's DMs or public in Twitter or YouTube or LinkedIn. I read a lot of it. I don't read all of it. But the requests that have come in have been very encouraging because you all are requesting the types of things that I want to teach. That is the definition of product market fit for my startup. This is exactly what I want to do. Now for my startup, it's going to be, creating vast courses made up of so many of these videos, and it's going to be paid. So there will also be that barrier where it's like, I realize that everyone who has an appreciation for what I'm doing now for free might not have the same appreciation when it costs a lot of money to get access to that. No worries. I will also be uploading a metric ton of stuff for free. I always believe that some of the best content out there, even if it's been paid offerings, is stuff that's accessible to more people. Particularly, I grew up watching Andrew Kramer videos on After Effects and stuff of that nature. And I think that's an incredible thing. Even if you have a paid offering, offer enough stuff for free. Anyway, those are some of my thoughts. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your patience. And I cannot wait to show you what we've been working on for ChatGPT, which is coming this Saturday. Wednesday, 27th, Saturday, March 30th, 2024.